Oh, you mean in Butler?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Butler. That was the year 1975. That was the year before they had these all these alarms. And now, if there's an electrical storm 15 miles away, they take you off the golf course. You can't stay out there. And they have this set up either in the maintenance barn or the clubhouse or the top of the clubhouse. Well, back then in 1975, they had no warning of lightning, nowhere. So we were on the 13th hole, and it was Jerry Hurd and Mike Fetchick, and we were playing, and it was very cloudy, and we could hear the thunder and the lightning and everything, and we said, man, they were suspended play. I said, man, I'm not walking all the way to that clubhouse, and then in 5 minutes got to walk back. I said, so I put the club down. I put the clubs down, and I sat on the end of the bag. You know, you've done that 100 times. I sat on the end of the bag, and I'm just sitting there, and all of a sudden I hear this ringing in my ears, and it sounded like two ball-peen hammers that hit together. It's getting louder, and all of a sudden I look down, and I'm shaking. Now I'm not on the ground anymore. I'm up about this high off the ground, and I'm shaking like this, and now my arms are out, and I'm gasping for air. I can't breathe, and I'm going. I woke up about an hour later. The ambulance was there to take me to the hospital. Spent 2 days in intensive care. But the feeling was the greatest thing I ever had. I mean, I tell this. I told this to 70 ministers in Palm Springs. I mean, in Pebble Beach. The feeling was unbelievable. I mean, I was so warm. I mean, it was just. I mean, every part of my body was the same temperature. I was so warm, and I couldn't hear. You know how you hear crickets and everything? I could not hear a thing. Everything was so quiet, and I saw the tunnel. Don't know whether I imagined this or what. And you'd see faces, and then all of a sudden, when I came to, everything hurt. My toenails, my hair, everything hurt. And at the time, I was not married to Daniel's mother, but my ex-wife calls me. I get her on the phone, and she says, "How are you doing?" I said, "I'm doing great." And I said, "How you feeling?" I said, "I feel great." I said, "Let me tell you what happened." I said, "I'm going to tell you this." I said, "For the first time in my life, I was 6'2". Goddamn, I was stretched out. I mean, I was tall. But it took me, it tore all my muscle tone up. It took me maybe 5 months, I guess 6 months to get all the muscle tone back and built it back up. And then I won the next year though. I won the Canadian Open the next year, beat Nicklaus there. A cripple. I killed him with a wedge. You know, I killed him with that wedge shot was too good for him. I couldn't hit it near him, but it wasn't a good experience. I wouldn't suggest it. You have to understand. You have to understand if it's lightning outside, and don't think that when you get in a golf cart and you say, "Oh, these got rubber tires on it, I'm okay." It doesn't care about that. But I got to tell you, I got to make a confession. I brought this on myself. And the reason I brought this on myself, and I'm saying this, is because the week before we had a tournament in that city at the U.S. Open. We had the U.S. Open. And I remember on Friday it started thundering and lightning, and I'm on the first tee, and the kid comes out and says, "You need to go back in. They want you to go back in the clubhouse. It's going to lighten." I said, "Well, what about these people here? What are you going to do with them?" He said, "They just told me to come and get you." And I said, well, I'm not going in. I said, don't worry about it. I'm trying to be a clown, see, with all these people there. I said, don't be worried about it. So I said, I just took the 1 iron out of the bag. I said, I'm just going to hold the 1 iron up. I said, because not even the Lord can hit a 1 iron.
I've used that line a few times too.
And then,
I always credit you though.
yeah, and the next week he knocked my ass off. Yeah, he said, yeah, you playing with me, boy? Don't be playing with me. Don't be playing with me. And I've respected it. I say the Lord's Prayer every night when I'm in bed. That's it. But the things that I've had with the caddies and everything, I got so many. We could stay here forever with this stuff.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Well, it's been great, Lee. Thank you so
very
much.
Thanks,
As
Kevin.
someone who grew up in the 80s, 70s, and 80s watching golf, I will say we miss you, but we're really glad to see you here.
Hey, and Bill, thank you for coming. I'll see you in April, okay? Yeah, I'm coming down.
Hey, Trevino.
I'm coming down, baby. I'm gonna get Doc Medina and I'll come down.